Yo, 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 what up? As you can see, we're reacting to Bricc Baby's new paperwork that came out late last night, started hitting the streets this morning. It's the memorandum for his bail hearing. Pretty much they told him no. And in this thing, they list a bunch of reasons that they want to list so far. I have a feeling that more stuff's still going to come, but they just put bits and pieces out as they go. So pretty much it starts off pretty much saying that his phone was tapped for a while before this came up, but pretty much with the feds, if someone's life's in imminent danger, they have to do something. They have to reach out. They got to try to do something. So pretty much he talked about shooting the son of his baby mom. Then another time he talked about shooting the girl he's with now and the kid, and like he's talking to her about it. And pretty much if they're both conversating about it, then I mean we pretty much gotta assume this shit's real, right? It's not like they're trying to smut him up. I mean, I've seen the way him and Sharp talked and like people reference. Like I'm not really surprised by this, especially with like a gangsta, but it's just still fucked up to hear. Like invoking fear into your baby mom and your kid right there. Like they're growing up absorbing all this, seeing it. Like that shit should be avoidable. All the gangster shit, whatever, bro. I really don't care. I don't involve myself in it. To each your own. But now you're picking on your old lady. Like, I mean, you're probably just fucking high off the drugs, coming down, withdrawals are a motherfucker, stressed out about all this shit. You know, the feds come knocking, they find him with an AK, a 9mm and a 380. So pretty much he gets raided then for threatening his baby mom. And then they pretty much, I think, probably tell him that we have another thing going on, but since you threatened your baby mom, we had to come here, raid you. And then when he was out on bail, pretty much he didn't listen. And then they had wiretaps. He kept talking, still kept doing shit. It pretty much says all right here. The paperwork's out there if you want to go Google it. They intercepted discussing criminal activity. This KC's his baby mom that he's with now. Pretty much they denied the bail because they've caught him with a bunch of guns over and over. Brought up all his old cases. Pretty much what they do. They're trying to bring up every little thing to smut you up. Oh, yeah, they right here, they talk, it's crazy. They went through and they're bringing up like the no jumper shit that he said. So right here it says March 2024, the defendant crashed out at his place of employment, threatened to shoot people and eventually fighting a security guard. Defendant later admitted in separate interviews that he had a firearm on him during the altercation and that he brought his daughter with him to the studio. I was there that night. Bricc just landed from out of town on a plane, came straight to the spot. I think he said he didn't smoke or wasn't loaded or anything, so he probably had all his feelings going. I think they were doing the show. I think they were talking about it, or they were talking about it days prior. Like, it's up there at No Jumper, like every single person has to have a take on a topic. They don't ever skip over. So yeah, let's play this right here so you can hear it.
Gonna watch it, and nigga ain't gonna watch it. And the nigga who leak it is fuck a nigga forever. And any nigga that ride with cuz on the dead homies, it is what it is, nigga. On 6-0 Crip, nigga. And me and cuz are crashing niggas together, or nigga by myself, nigga, on the dead homies. Wherever niggas want to meet, nigga, I don't give a fuck about no HK.
If you want to watch it, it's on No Jumper Clips. Bricc Baby crashes out midstream and leaves to fight someone. That's when he had his little pushing war with P-Nice, and then like with that security guard, he was trying to break it up and settle it. So he got a little thing with the security guard. And then I think after that it spilled over. Like they always try to talk about Bricc fighting the security guard. Gordy actually fought the security guard, and I think the security guard knocked Gordy on his ass. It's their story. I'll let them tell it. But so, yeah, they're bringing up all the shit from, they got wiretaps, and they're bringing up all this no jumper footage, trying to say he's a nuisance to society, don't let him out, and if you let him out, every time he's been released, he burns rubber, ends up violating probation, not showing up to court dates. So they use all that against you. And then on March 18th, on June 24th, defendant argued over the phone with an individual, loose cannon, claimed he had killed more people than the other had fought. Defendant stated that he swore it to be true on his 4 babies, which he repeated many. It's crazy how they use like figure of speech. Like if you're gonna put it on your kids, it has to be true. I'm surprised they don't put in there like, you know, if you have a gangster, like put it on your hood. Like they're not supposed to put anything on their hood that ain't true. So if you tell someone to put it on your hood, it's kind of like putting it on your kids. I'm waiting the feds to say, well, he put it on his hood. That he stated even if he had one murder, that would be more than the other person had. So that's his argument with loose cannon. That's this one right here. So I got it set to go.
Blast it, nigga. Come on, bro. Hey, nigga, I got more murders than you got squabbles, bitch. In the hood, nigga. Dead homies, nigga. More murders than you got squabbles, bitch. In the hood, nigga. Dead homies, nigga.
Yeah, that shit ain't no joke, bro. After I heard Bricc got raided and he was just going through all this shit, anytime he would like speak up or go hard or have these little yelling battles, I would just be like, bro, I bet you the feds are watching, bro. Like, I wouldn't, if I was you, I wouldn't be doing that. But different strokes for different folks. Obviously, his strokes got him in a whole different predicament. So I'm just trying to keep this short. I'm trying to like speed through it so you can get the gist instead of like hearing me talk for 45 minutes. And then on March 18th, 2025, the same individual whom defendant previously threatened and claimed to have more skulls than he had squabbles joined the same podcast, which is Loose Cannon and Bricc. During the filming, defendant showed that he had a handgun in his waistband. So I got that right here. And I was here doing the boards that day. I didn't even realize this shit happened. Like, wasn't looking down here. I was more off looking to the side and just tripping. But the next day, or yeah, like 2 days or whatever, they asked Loose Cannon if he seen this when he was doing his little jail podcast phone calls. He said he didn't see it. I beg to differ. Watch his eyes.
Because
they definitely dictated the stream.
The gummies did their thingy thing.
Brick's
That's a
like
fact. We
thinking,
had some good fun.
What
good,
can I
clean
do?
Fun.
Are y'all noticing the patterns, like the bricks?
He's like
and all
leaning
this
back.
shit
You
look
see
a
the
little
strap.
different and all
You
that?
see Loose
Yeah,
Cannon
like
looking
that.
straight
you
down
said
right there,
Kappa
side to
was the
side.
one
Like,
that,
yeah, I see
that
it.
get high
Now he's trying to
off
look
like
back
a
at his
little bit
eyes
of
like,
shit,
what
trip
kind of
out.
game you
I'm
trying to
to
play,
believe
bro?
That you're the
Yeah, how you ain't got tolerance?
I mean, I just don't get it. Like, trying to flex your gun on a live podcast after you're out on bail, fighting a case. I just don't get it, bro. Like, you trying to crash out, Bricc? All these are like crash outs. I mean, I guess the first one we reviewed was labeled a crash out by the feds. So, see right there, they got the strap. So pretty much he's been charged, got a bunch of guns, doesn't report. So that's what they're pretty much saying all in here. Pretty much his criminal history's full of violence. This was interesting. Police saw a sex worker enter defendant's car and defendant then sped off upon seeing police. Defendant led police on a high-speed chase through stop signs and red lights. At some point, defendant pushed the female out of the moving vehicle. The victim landed on her face, and defendant ran over her thigh with his car. Damn, you did her dirty, Bricc. The victim later stated that she asked to be let out multiple times, but defendant refused. Till later, he threw her out. The victim also stated that defendant said he had something he needed to get rid of during the chase and threw a handgun out the window. Well, yeah. If they blurp you and you take off or you're driving, you see them flip a bitch, the best thing you can do is, step on the gas and try to hit some corners and throw whatever you got. Last thing you need is a fucking hooker in the car that's going to tell them everything. And it's like, what, Bricc? Were you out here, was the Bricc tricking or was the Bricc out here pimping? I don't know. What do you guys think? And then pretty much got in trouble again. He's pretty much got in trouble like Nevada, Atlanta, all kinds of different places. They don't really overlap because they're all state cases. And then this last one on October 7th, 2020 was the one that he was involved with Dub and his homie. And they went to a Bape store and his homie started stealing jackets. I don't think Bricc was part of it. I don't think they went there for that, at least how he tells the story. His homie just started doing a bunch of dumb shit and he just got caught up in the mix. So he had to fight the case. They ended up trying to give him 6 years, but I think he fought the case for like 4 years in the county jail. So by the time he signed the deal, he got out. And then the last one, they got the music video that he used.
That music video from YouTube is of local rap artist Bricc Baby, the 29-year-old now in LAPD custody after
See Bricc doing his cold
a standoff in Marina Del Rey.
I ain't trying to play much of that. I ain't trying to get copyright. So pretty much, yeah, that happens. Bunch of little bullshit cases. They're just bringing them all up, trying to state their case why he shouldn't be released. Oh, he has a fraud case coming. I don't think he's been charged yet, but he got a fraud case coming. I guess he was trying to do FEMA benefits, claiming to property owned in Pasadena, supposedly. Or he rented a property in Pasadena and was trying to claim FEMA benefits. It's like another fraudulent scam. Anytime the government wants to give money away, all kinds of people just try to scam them and get whatever they can out of it. Pretty much says he has bad character, nuisance to society. And then all these are like precedent cases that have happened so they can use the laws or the rules that they're stating here or why they should do what they're doing. They've been onto this for a while, dude. They've been on to Big U for a while. I guess he faces a maximum of 15 years for each count. I think he got two or three charges total. Pretty much kind of what happened a while ago. I don't know if this falls into that because they're probably tapping him because Big U. But when we had Gaston as the LA DA, a lot of the other DAs that worked, because he was the boss, he wasn't letting you do gang enhancements, gun enhancements, all kinds of these enhancements. So some of the LA County DAs that had homies that were federal DAs, they would slide them cases and be like, Gascon ain't letting me punish the way I want to punish. So here, let me throw this to you. And it's a pretty much win-win. Feds pick it up, hot on the trail. Seemed like they were on Big U's trail for a while before Bricc just was saying some dumb shit to his old lady, so they had to kick the door in. And I bet you he knew that this whole time, and he probably just didn't want to say, yeah, my dumbass was threatening my girl, and then I got raided, so I'm back in this fucking predicament because of my dumbass. Pretty much saying, it's just a bunch of different characteristics in history. It's talking about pointing the gun at his baby moms again. His mother's willingness to put up the bail bonds. And this is kind of crazy right here. I was reading it. So while defendant's support from family shown by his mother's willingness to serve as a surety, pretty much put up the bail bondsman, put your house up. Because in the feds, it's not like bailing out from the state. The feds, they need property and all kinds of shit. But I guess you're going to put up a property bond on his behalf is admirable. It's funny how the feds throw in that, like, it is admirable. Like, it's either she was going to do it and she can do it, yes or no. Not, it's admirable. Kind of shade they trying to throw there. This is no condition or combination of the conditions to warrant his release pending trial. And then this is another one right here. This is like they're asking to get out and they're like saying electronic monitoring is a flaw. It depends on defendant's good faith to comply with it, which they're saying Brick's a nuisance and ain't going to listen. They said it doesn't prevent him from committing crimes within the monitoring radius, including his home. And he was threatening his girl in his home, so they're going to bring that up and been like, bro. And then this is, I guess, what his lawyer was maybe trying to say, and they're saying no. So pretty much, if he did get out, he would only have approved people he could talk to. Monitoring on phone through PIN register, which pretty much like tapping the phone, probably see everything. And 24-hour house arrest. He wouldn't be able to do anything. Like how they talk about he'll come back to no jumper, he'll do this. I mean, if Adam drives over there with the cameras and everything and sets up in Brick's living room, Bricc probably ain't getting out the house to go do anything. And they're probably not going to let him go back on the platform that he got himself in all this trouble from. Or maybe they're like, fuck it, go talk some more and see what else we could dig up on you. But pretty much that sums it up. The fucking conclusion, this court should therefore order defendant's continued detention pending trial. So I don't know when he gets another bail hearing or when he gets another anything, but pretty much this one was shut down. We learned a lot more about this case, and I'm sure there's a lot more to be learned. So with that, drop your 2 cents in the comments. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. And with that, I'm out.